So this video is going to be kind of about what do you need? How do you get started to have a demo party? The first thing you want is some type of payment processor. I personally like using the Square app. I'll give more information about that in the future, but something that you can take payment processing. But when I do a demo party, you can set it up to be as big and outrageous as you want or simple and easy as you want. Either one works. So for me, what I like to do is I like to make sure everyone has a mirror, okay? So I like to make sure everyone has a mirror, and that way they can see their product. Super easy. You can just go to the dollar store, get a bunch of them. It's kind of nice when you have them that sit up by themselves so you don't have to hold it. So think of that. And then also at everyone's station, I like to give them two cards, two of my cards. One that they get to take home, and then the second one they get to take home, but you're going to flip it over and they're going to write on the back. So they're going to be trying colors on their hand all day long. But what they're going to do is they're going to write their top 5 colors on the card. That way, if they go home later on, they're like, oh, what was that color I really liked? Oh, refer back to the card. With that being said, you're going to want to have pens and paper available for your guests. That way they can write down in order the colors that they put on their hand. Otherwise, by the end of the night, they're going to forget, and then you're going to have to try and figure out what color it is that they put on their hand. Another thing is every guest gets 2 little reusable brushes. One's going to be for gloss, one's going to be for color. We want to be really sanitary because we don't want to be putting what you use on your lips on somebody else's lips. So 2 reusable brushes for everybody. Those are super easy to get on Amazon. You can buy them for bulk. In fact, I think this whole pack was like $5. So definitely Amazon is the way to go. And then I also give everyone at their station a glossy gloss, so a little sample. That way they can use this to apply it today, and then that way they can also take it home so that throughout the day they're applying the gloss. Because if you send them home with no gloss, they're not going to like the product. It's not going to come out nice. Their lips aren't going to be moisturized, and then they're not going to like the product and they're not going to want to buy it. So I send them home with a gloss too. That way they can use it throughout the rest of the day and have it to use at home. Okay? And then also I like to put a book in front of them, a product book. That way they can look through it. They can also take it home if they have any questions. And then I like to have this page flipped open with all the colors on the table so that they can look at the colors and refer back to it. And then if something else piques their interest in the book, we can discuss it. Now, if you're planning on having just a lip sense party, obviously you're not going to bring all the skincare and makeup products. But you can mention it. You can say, we also sell these. If you have questions, let me know. I'm wearing this, and go from there. If you want, you can bring those extra products you have with you and just let guests know that, oh, these aren't a sample, they aren't a tester, but they're demo. You can see them, see the products. If you have questions, let me know. Or if your host is like, yes, I want a lip sense, I want a full SeneGence party, then you can bring all of it and have a full party. So those are some of the things I like to bring. Another thing that's really helpful is having the blotter pads. You can get them online on the Sena site, or ordering there, I think like $5 for a pack of them. Take them and cut them up into squares, and then each guest will get a square. So when you put their color, you'll drop a dab of color on the palette, and then they'll use that with their reusable brush to get the color. So you're not having to stick the brush in the whole time. So you'll just put a dab of that on, and then they'll be able to use that too. So you can kind of set up your station however you want. I like to have 2 or 3 jars out with all the lip colors, with the lip colors facing up. And I like to mix them up so you don't have all the nudes in one, all the pinks in another. Mix them up because that might make people think, oh, let me try something new. Another thing is just set it up for whatever's comfortable for you. Have fun with it. Let people try it out. Try different colors. See how they like it. Big thing too is I would recommend getting a small thing of witch hazel and cotton pads. This is something that you want to express to your guests as a one-time thing. So it's not going to be used every single time, but you want to make sure that when your guests come and that they have nothing on their lips, because if they do, they're not going to get the same result as if they were to have nothing on their lips when using lip sense all the time. So just spray a dab of witch hazel on the cotton round, let them wipe their lips off, because if they have any type of chapstick or anything like that, the product's not going to stick, and then they're not going to enjoy the benefit of it. But that's only a one-time thing, so stress that to your guests. It's a one-time thing. They don't have to do that every day. I'm trying to make sure all my notes. Oh, something you'll want to think about too is getting a tablecloth. Just something cheap, easy from the dollar store that you can throw away each time. That way, if you are demoing at your house or somebody else's house, You're not, pouring on their table, staining their table, anything like that. It's easy cleanup, throw away. And then something to carry all this in. You can carry in your box, that's fine, but put it all in a bag, make it nice and organized. You can get like the art supply holders from Joann's or Hobby Lobby, something like that. Makeup holders, whatever you want. Make it your own, whatever works for you. Don't stress yourself out. Do something that's easy, stress-free, and you should be good from that. And then I think that's it. But the biggest thing is making sure that you have lots of beauty books, stick your labels on them, and then you can get fun things too. Like if you want to get labels and you want to put labels on all of your products so that when they're out, they know who to contact, or return labels or notepads, whatever it is you want to customize you, go for it. If you want to make it cheaper, hit up the dollar store. They have everything. No one's going to know the difference, okay? So those are some things that you need to get started, but for sure, you need some mirrors, you need some tester products, you need disposable brushes, and then also some witch hazel to clean the lips, and then the blending palettes. You can use different things. It's just I found if you use, like, say, a napkin, the napkin absorbs it all. If you use tinfoil, it just gets wrinkled and is messy. If you use, something plastic that's reusable, you're going to have to scrape off all the dried lip sense after. So there's just little things, tips and tricks you'll find, but have some demo parties. And I would say have a couple of your best close friends over first, practice with them, and then go larger. That's what I did, and it worked out perfect. So just some ideas for you. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to reach out. Thank you. Good luck on your demo party.